Hello guys, welcome to one more video of my channel. My name is Gabi, this is my channel, and today we're going to study a video. We're going to train our listening, our speaking, and our reading, right? So 3 activities in just one video. Hope you guys like it. If you like my content, feel free to subscribe to my channel here. I'm supposed to have like subscription here. And thank you all you that support my work. I'm really glad that I can help you. And don't forget, feel free to send me any questions that you like. So today, you're seeing here now, this is my channel and we are in playlists, right? So I'm going here, short movies. And I'm going to the movie number 3. You can just see this below here. So now we have 2 options. We put like closed captions, as you guys know. Closed captions here, the CC activated. And I'm also going to activate the transcription. But today I have a great news. Thank you, YouTube. Now we are able to change the speed exactly here. So can you see like playback speed here? Now is a new source from YouTube, right? So you can reduce the speed or you can increase the speed if you want, you see? So I'm going to put this video for you like normal speed. So let's listen and then I'm going to explain. I'm going back explain you everything, guys. So let's start. Hope you're listening well.
This is Jin Chong. He lives in Washington, D.C., and he's a chef. Jin Chong works 6 days a week, and he's always very busy. This is a typical day in his life. Jin Chong usually gets up at 7 a.m. He stretches and gets dressed. He always has a big breakfast. He often cooks eggs and makes toast. He has coffee every morning. He never drinks anything else. Jin Chong leaves the house around 8 a.m. He usually cycles, but sometimes he takes the bus. He doesn't have a car, so he never drives. Jin Chong always goes to the market before he starts work. Here, he buys fresh vegetables. He buys tomatoes, broccoli, peppers, and eggs. Jin Chong arrives at work around 9 a.m. He opens the restaurant and starts cooking. First, he prepares the vegetables. He chops onions and tomatoes. Then he cooks the meat. He grills beef and chicken. For the rest of the day, Jin Chong is very busy. He doesn't have a break until 3 p.m. and he doesn't finish until 7 p.m. When he finishes, he goes home, prepares his dinner, and goes to bed. He rarely stays up late. He usually goes to bed around 9 p.m., so he's ready for another busy day tomorrow.
So she basically described a life of a chef, you know. He works in the kitchen, he cooks, you know. I have worked as a kitchen chef as well. So now let's go slowly to each piece of this video. First of all, you know the context, so now it's easier for you. You're watching the images and you're understanding, listening to the sounds, you're reading here. So let's go to the explanation. I know this exercise can sound repetitive, but that's the way we learn, right? And now I want to ask you guys to repeat out loud with me every single sentence of this video, okay? So I'm listening to you and I'm counting on you and I'm watching you. Let's go slowly now.
This is Jin Chong.
So this is Jin Chong. This man here, this is Jin Chong. Now this is the kitchen he works.
He lives in Washington, D.C.
He lives in Washington, D.C. Right? This is the capital of the U.S. Where do you live? I live in Brazil and I live in the U.S. So he lives in Washington, D.C. Repeat with me. That's great. Thank you.
And he's a chef.
He is a chef. What do you do? I am an English teacher here right now. What do you do? Are you a doctor? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you a teacher? Are you a business person? Are you a financial consultant? What do you do? So when we say he's a chef, it means like she's describing what his work is. Remember, repeat out loud. That was going to change your life, right? So now I want you to describe briefly. Pause this video. What do you do? Do you like what you do? How many hours do you work per day? Try to talk about yourself a bit. Okay, I'm listening to you. Pause and do this exercise. Now let's keep the video.
Jin Chong works 6 days a week, and he's always very busy.
So Jin Chong, as his name's Chinese, I believe, works 6 days a week, which means he works on Saturday as well, or maybe Sunday. It means he just has 1 day free every week. And he is always very busy, you know, always is like every single time he's busy. So please repeat it out loud. How many days do you work? And how many time do you work? Like how long do you work? How long it means during, you know, like the period of time do you work in a day. So I'm gonna tell mine and then you tell me yours out loud. Don't forget it. So I work 7 days a week, maybe 6 days a week, but I work a bit every day. And I think I'm always very busy. I help many students. How about you? Let me listen to you. That's great. Don't forget to pause this video and keep saying, keep writing, you know, write it, speak out loud. Let's train your English with a simple exercise.
This is a typical day in his life.
So this is a typical day in his life. Like it's a day that he lives every day, you know, that's a simple routine, typical, you know. This is a typical day for me, you know. I'm working, recording videos for you. That's my typical day, you know.
Jin Chong usually gets up at 7 a.m.
I usually get up at 9 a.m. or sometimes I get up at 6 a.m. So Jin Chong usually gets up. He gets, I get, you get. When I say I get up, which means like I leave my bed. What time do you get up? Can you tell me? I'm listening to you. I'm watching you doing these exercises. So pause this video and tell me. Put it below the comments. Tell me about you. I want to know who are you.
He stretches.
I stretch every day as well. Every time I wake up, I stretch. So he stretches because he is. I stretch. He stretches. How about you? What do you do when you wake up?
And gets dressed.
Gets dressed. You know, like put good clothes, right? Get dressed. Put a cloth. Put clothes on.
He always has a big breakfast.
He always have big breakfast. Has, no have. I have, he has. That's a part of grammar that we'd never want to forget. What sort of breakfast do you have when you wake up? What do you like eating when you wake up? I like eating eggs, some bread, sometimes I like cheese, and I don't drink coffee. I don't like much coffee. How about you? Can you tell me what do you like? What do you like eating in your mornings? So a big breakfast, like he eats a lot. I just eat a bit in the morning, and to be honest, I love drinking water, you know. So I'm gonna drink a bit of water now. Sorry guys, I'm drinking from the bottle, but usually I have a cup of water as well. But I always drink water in the bottle. How about you? Pause this video and tell me, what do you have every day for breakfast? Breakfast. You know, that's curious. When you say fast, means like when you can't eat anything. So breaking the fast is like desjejum for us in Portuguese. Desjejum. That's the Portuguese word for you.
He often cooks eggs and makes toast.
So he often, when I say often, it means it's like something that he does frequently, you know, every day. I often wake up early, which means I wake up early every day. So he often cooks eggs and makes toast. I often eat eggs as well. How about you? What do you often eat for breakfast? What is the food that you repeat many times, you know?
He has coffee every morning. He never drinks anything else.
I have water every morning. And maybe it's funny, but I never drink anything else. I think coffee just makes me feel bad, you know? How about you? What do you drink every morning? You prefer coffee, orange juice? You know, juice is like, you can make juice from other fruits as well, like lime. You can have like a coconut juice, which is different, acai juice. You can have like a pineapple juice, and you can have a tea as well. You can have a mint tea, ginger tea. What do you like drinking in your mornings? Pause this video and tell me, please.
Jin Chong leaves the house around 8 a.m.
So he leaves the house. Usually I don't leave my house because I work from home. How about you? What time do you leave your house? 8 p.m. is a good time to work. Pause the video and tell me, please.
He usually cycles, but sometimes he takes the bus.
He usually cycles, Cycle, he's taking the bike right now. You can see in his hand the bike. And sometimes he take the bus, like a bus is a public transport. So when he takes the bus, he doesn't use the bike. How about you? Do you drive a car? Do you take a bus? Do you cycle with a bike, or do you go on foot? You walk on foot to go to work every day. Pause the video and tell me about you.
He doesn't have a car, so he never drives.
He doesn't have a car. Do you have a car? I don't have a car because I don't drive in Brazil. But when I'm in the US, my boyfriend, he does have a car. And I drive his car sometimes, So do you have a car, or do you prefer taking a bus? Tell me.
Jin Chong always goes to the market before he starts work.
So Jin Chong always goes to the market before he starts work. She's using starts, has, does. Everything is because the subject is he. How about you? What do you do before start or starting your day? I start, he starts, she starts, you start. So where do you go before starting your day? Please guys, don't forget to speak it out and loud. I want to hear you. I'm watching you.
Here, he buys fresh vegetables.
Fresh vegetables. I love fresh vegetables. When you can feel the smell of a fruit that was just out of the tree, or maybe the earth, when it's like a carbohydrate, cassava or potato. So I love fresh vegetables. Fresh vegetables. How about you? What do you like? We call them organic when they don't have agrotoxics. We say pesticides, pesticides. In Brazil we say agrotóxicos, and here pesticides.
Tomatoes.
He buys tomatoes. Do you like tomatoes? I like cherry tomatoes, the small ones.
Broccoli. Peppers.
So broccoli and peppers, I love them.
And eggs.
We have this big peppers, and we have the small peppers. Eggs is the best protein. I love eggs. I eat eggs every day. I think I eat around 5 eggs per day.
Jin Chong arrives at work around 9 a.m.
So Jin Chong works in a restaurant, as you can see. It's called Chinato's Burritos, I think. Burritos. He arrives at work at 9 p.m. Oh, at 9 a.m. I'm sorry. A.m. is before midday.
He opens the restaurant and starts cooking.
So he's the one that opens. He opens the restaurant and start cooking. At work, I just open the door, I would say, and I start recording videos. What do you do when you start your day? Do you sit on the table and you start reading? Do you start attending a client? What is the first thing do you do in your day? You answer emails, you answer some calls, you make some calls. Like, pause the video and tell me, what do you do when you start your day?
First, he prepares the vegetables. He chops onions.
He chops many pieces. He's chopping the onions. Onions, they make you cry. Like, oh my God, I'm chopping onions, I cry,
And tomatoes.
Tomatoes again.
Then he cooks the meat.
Then, which means like after this, then he cooks the meat. Like meat is from the cow.
He grills beef and chicken.
When we say grill, we use the grill, that like big iron stuff. He grills the beef. He could cook the beef or he could fry the beef. He's grilling the beef. And the chicken. Chicken comes from the hens and the male chickens, Which one do you prefer? Beef? Beef like meat or chicken? I prefer chicken, I think.
For the rest of the day, Jin Chong is very busy.
Yeah, for the rest of the day, he's very busy. Means like he's working all the time. He's busy. He can't stop, When I say like, oh, I'm busy, don't disturb me because I'm very occupied, right? I'm doing a lot of things, so I can't stop. I'm busy on activity, yeah.
He doesn't have a break until 3 p.m.
So he doesn't stop. He doesn't have break until 3 p.m. So he starts at 9 and doesn't have a break until 3 p.m. So he works a lot.
And he doesn't finish until 7 p.m.
He doesn't finish until 7 p.m., which means like he works until 7 p.m. What time do you stop working? What time is your break? I think in Brazil we have bigger breaks. Like here we have usually an hour lunch. And I remember when I worked abroad in Europe, I had just a 30 minutes break. I could just eat and come back to work.
When he finishes, he goes home, prepares his dinner.
So when he finishes his activities, he goes home and prepare his dinner. He cooks all day, and when he arrives home, he prepares his dinner, his food, right? Dinner is like nighttime. And goes to bed. So that's basically his weekday, his routine,
He rarely stays up late.
I stay up late. Usually I go to bed at 1 a.m., which is not good for my sleep. So he rarely stays up late. How about you? What time do you sleep? Or do you also stay up late like me? Or do you sleep early as Jin Young? Tell me, pause the video and let me know. Please use your mouth and your tongue to express the words. Try to repeat them.
In fact, he usually goes to bed around 9 p.m.
In fact, which means like the truth, is that he goes to bed around 9 p.m.
So he's ready for another busy day tomorrow.
So is the conclusion. He's ready for another busy day tomorrow. How about you? We finished this class and we're ready for another class tomorrow as well. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe here if you like this content. And that was our class today. If you want the text of this video, you feel free to just select here and paste it in a document, right? It's very easy. And also, if you want the translation of this video, please just go for like some translator online and pick it up. So here's my live, it's available now and you are ready to watch. Thank you for watching, guys, and I see you in the next video. Have a great week.